Hello, Leaders here, and welcome to the next episode of my Let's Build a House. Last time I believe we painted the walls and put windows in. So today we're gonna do the garden. Now one thing I just realized is that my house is bigger than it should be. It's very big for the garden, leaves less of the garden, but I think I can manage anyway. So how does a normal Victorian garden look like? Well, it's basically a lot of different, it's hard to describe a Victorian garden, but I think it should have a pond and a gazebo, because for some reason I think that's very Victorian. So let's make a pond, and let's see, maybe we should have 2 ponds. Let's have 2 ponds. Let's have one here, fairly big one too, like that, and a smaller one here in the front, because I do believe that will look good, something like that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have some dirt around the pond, because it will make it look better, just like this. I'm not sure if I should respray the grass on my lot, because if you look over here I got these gray parts. I don't know which grass texture this is using, so maybe I think it should be dark dirt here, because when dirt gets wet it's get dark, and that's a fact, people. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Okay, there we have it, 2 ponds, and as I said, a gazebo. So where should we put it? Should we have it here in the middle? It's very easy to make one. Let's have it here. This is how I do. I just do that, that, and that, and of course you can do it any size you want. I grab this because I want it to be the same color as the house. Grab these stairs and we put in 2. We put in the same fences, like that. Last but not least, we put in the same wood. We're also gonna need these, or oh yeah, we need to cheat. Move objects on. Objects. That's not how it's spelled. We can use these, but when I think about it, maybe this will actually do it. Let's try it. So place these in every corner of the octagonal thingy, and we just gonna make sure they don't get dark like that. And then we need the same one stair on up. Oh, we already have that. I actually like this. Let's use this. So next part, we need a roof. People seem to have a lot of problem with the octagonal roofs. I'm not sure why, but let's see, there it is. It's very easy. If you want it to be perfect, just take the corner like in here, that not out here, because then it will be huge. I mean, look, that's just weird. If you take it from here to there, it's still huge. But if you take it from this side and draw it just there, it will be perfect. You see? Very perfect. Now the gazebo is mostly for show. I hardly believe your Sims will use it for anything, but it looks good, it looks Victorian, so we're gonna use it. For some reason I like to paint the inside of here as well, because I don't like the brick on the main thingy. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna continue with the pond. So how do we make a good looking pond? Well, that depends on what you think is good looking. So let's see. This will do. I like this. Then we press Alt so we can spin them and place them however we want. I usually do something like this, a little bit here and there, not all the way around, because that is basically too much. And you should spin them a little, because that will make it looks like you're not using the same well, the same model of this, whatever it's called in English, this plant, because if you do that and that, they look exactly the same. If you spin it around, it don't. It's like magic. So there we have it, first part done. We're gonna have some of these. Just gonna find this one will be good. Let's have 3. I like that. And one thing I like to do is rocks. Just place some random rocks around here and there at the lake, because for some reason they fit near the lake. I mean, let's take a look at this. You cannot tell me this does not better with, I mean, you cannot tell me it looks better without the rocks. The rocks are made to be here. Don't overdo it though, because that's quite easily done. I've seen it a couple of times. Like that. And then of course we need a tree. Which one is always the hard part, because if you take a tree like this, they are very big, they're very wide, and I don't like that. And if you take a tree like this, oh, this is grass, bamboo, no. But if you take a tree that is not wide, it's usually just very high or round, like this. This is a very round tree, and it's too small. I like to use, let's see if I can find it, the big one. Big one. Damn, there are many trees here. Is that? No, it's not that. This is way too big. It would cover up the view too much, and we don't want that, because we want to see the house itself and everything around it a little bit better, so we don't want to cover up too much with huge trees. Well, for some reason I like this tree. Let's use it. There, let's have another tree Over here. What is this? No, I didn't like that. No. I want just a simple little... Okay, let's use this then. Like that. So, 2 simple trees. Let's place some bushes around the trees because that will makes it look better. I like this bush. Alt. And there. That looks pretty good, I think. At least. That's what I think. I hope you do as well. And we're gonna do the same thing all over with this little lake here. Because we can. Remember that, children. Do anything because you can. There's no reason to do something if you cannot do it. So, there we have it. And some rocks. Boom. I feel like this is gonna be a long video because the garden is usually what takes most of the time. Maybe I have to cut it into 2 parts. Maybe not. Okay, there. Here we should have this. These. What are they called in English? Can someone enlighten me? In Sweden they are called näckrosor. Like that. Now that looks good. Do we need a tree over here? Yes, we should have one here. A half big one. Let's see if we can find one good. Yeah, let's use that one. It's a bit big. I usually don't use that big trees, but it fits there. So I'm gonna use it because of that. Yeah, I can live with that. So that's that. Now we need to think of what we should do with the garden. Should it be big and open? Should it have a lot of flowers? Should it be very organized or very disorganized? Should it look like a forest? And so on. The first thing I like to do is to basically place the roads. There are plenty of different ones to use. You can use this from Monte Vista. I don't like that at all, but you can use them if you want to, or you can use this. They feel more like they fit the house. Or how does this look? I do like them, I do, so we're gonna use them. Okay, so we're gonna do this. You want it to be at least here in the front of the house to look a bit more straight than on the back side. You don't have to be as... It doesn't have to be as straight as this. So here we have a small road. I like it. And in the backyard we're gonna need... I think we're gonna have a big place over here. But first we're gonna do this because I want to know where all the squares are. So we're gonna take it all the way there. There. And we're gonna paint inside of this. It's gonna help us to know. We're gonna use the same. Where are they? There they... No. They're not there. Are. Let's see. There they are. I'm gonna use this. So maybe I should keep that what is called a hedge here. Oh, I can see that, and I do not like that, so let's remove it. These be gone. Like that. I do think I will keep it like that. I will just remove this part here, all three of them. Now I have to paint one more time, like that, there. And I see I need to paint there as well. This will be so boring to watch. Okay, so now this is that part. I'm gonna use this as my little road to the gazebo because I like it. Now we need to make sure they join properly, like that. Around the house I like to do something. I like to have a little bit of dirt like this, because for some reason it makes the house looks much better. I can't explain why, because I don't know. You don't have to be very particular with how it is or how you place it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will just be there to show that very close to the house it usually doesn't grow any plants or grass, but grass is a plant. So we go round and round, dooby dooby doo. Now we're at the front, we don't want to run away. Okay, we are close, we're almost around, like this. Yeah, let's do that. So basically, that's that. Now we're gonna need flowers, lots of them, because it will make it look much better. So how do we decide where to put them? Wait, I think I'm gonna go with fences first. Something I like to do, which I have done before in some houses, is to place, actually like this one, a fence like this. And we're gonna need to respray it with a better color. Okay, tick tock tick tock, like that. I like doing this. We go there, then we leave a big open area of it, so it won't go all the way around. It will be like small openings, and then it will start again some places like that. I don't know, I think it looks good, and I have no idea where I got that idea from, but for some reason I like it, so I'm gonna do it. In the front you can usually put a little bit more of it, like that. Let's remove 2 of them. Add 3 over here. No, just 2. And we will do this around. Start one here. I don't know what makes it looks good. Maybe you don't think it looks good. Too bad for you. I'm having them there anyway. So that looks a little bit weird because the ground is not flat, but that's okay. So we can do that. We're gonna place one here. Like that. So I think it looks good. Have some openings if you wanna run out of the lot. Now we're gonna place some big rounds of dirt like this, because we don't have plants here, but they will be like that. And then we're gonna have one around here. Usually it helps going like this. It helps lower put the walls like this. And because I don't really like this gray, I'm gonna put some here. It's gonna go all the way here. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it won't look good. Maybe it won't. Or maybe it will. I don't know yet. I like to try new stuff every day. That's how you learn. That's how you learn new stuff, at least. So we're gonna have there. I like having a lot of plants, especially when I'm having a big garden. So yes, I will have a lot. Here I will have some. I think that will be good. So now I'm gonna do another thing I usually like to do, and that's placing rocks around them, using the rocks as fence, because it makes it look good. I'm just doing like this. You can use different sized rocks. I like the small ones because they look, what would you call it, gardeny. They look like something you would use in a garden. The other ones are a little bit too big. So I'm gonna do this around all of the big dirt spots. I will show you very soon. I think I will cut this out. And we're back. So let's continue. Let's do the garden. So all these things I did. Oh no, I forgot to put stones here. Oh, that will be quick. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So in all this we're gonna have flowers. I use, this is bushes, stuff. I just place most of them pretty randomly like that. And we're gonna take this one and we're gonna place it like so. How about the trash can? Where is it? Is it inside the bush? Is it on this side? There it is! we can place that one like here. So let's continue. I'm gonna place all this flower bushes, whatever you want to call them, very randomly. It's really no thought behind it. Just because I really don't need it to look very organized. I just want it to look very packed with flowers. A lot of colors and stuff like that. Because it will look good in the end. I know that for sure. Because if there's something a really Victorian house needs, it's flowers. Or actually every house needs it. A good looking garden with lots of flowers makes basically the ugliest house a little bit less uglier. For real. So therefore you should always have flowers. And even if you are a very homophobic guy who thinks flowers are gay, you should still put them there, because flowers makes it look better. It simply does. It makes it looks rich and like a normal garden. Yes, my garden is probably bigger than most gardens and have more flowers and it's less organized. So let's see, flowers, flowers, flower, flowers, flowers, flower, and one there. Let's see, another big bush. That's no big bush. This one works. This is one square bush, but it's still quite big. That here. If you want to, you can always use different flowers in all these, what would you call them, all these areas where you put flowers. There you should have, or you can have if you want to, a lot of different flowers. In each, I mean, like only blue flowers in one, only red flowers in one, or something like that. I won't do that this time. I think I've done it a few times in the past. Not sure if I've done it in any of the houses I made the videos of, but no, I've done it. So, but this time I'm gonna use all kinds and all of these because I want to. I do, and I can, so I do. But we don't want them to cover all the flowers, like, and we want to make sure they don't clip inside the house. That's a very little, but I think I can cover it up later. So like that, and we're gonna use a small one. Let's no, I want the white ones. Where's the white flowers? Where are the white roses? Red roses, white roses, because I don't have any white, and this will fill up the remaining space around like this. That. And remember, you cannot overdo it. Always go on the top just because you can. That. that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's very hot here in Sweden, and me being pretty much 100% Viking, I'm really sweaty. I'm made for cold weather. Give me minus 25 degrees Celsius and I will not freeze. Give me about 20 plus degrees Celsius and it's too hot. Seriously. Okay, so now look at that. Isn't that like the prettiest thing you have ever seen? Okay, not? Well, it still looks good. So we have lots of flowers, which make the garden rich. And what we need now is some trees. For that we can use this again. And I want one tree there. I want one there. And one there. One there. Usually, at least in Sweden, close to the trees, it usually doesn't grow any grass, and that's why I'm taking this dirt here to have around. That one's too big. Hehe, that's what she said. Haha, no, you were real funny. I want big trees, but not too big. That's not it. Why are these here? These are flowers, bushes. I can use this because it does work with the surrounding, but I won't. So let's see, can we find any good trees here? There are too many trees. Is this a big? No, that's a small one. It says so at least. We should have a big one somewhere. How about? No, not like that. This one could work, but I don't want it anyway. I want a green, fairly big. It's way too big for my little garden. What if I'm gonna try something new here. What if we do that? Now there's our two trees in one, and I kinda like it, so I'm gonna use it. This one is way too big again, so we're gonna use something else. This one, I do like this one. I'm gonna use this one because I can. Maybe we could have even two close to each other like that. Yeah, let's use that. So there's one tree. You're a very small one. And the bigger one, the greener one. How about this one? No, it's the wrong. There's supposed to be a big one of this one, but I can't find it. I guess I'm going blind. If I do, then, well, what can I do? Purple. I can actually use that one here, even though it's very big. Yeah, let's have that one. Now we have a garden. It's not really finished yet, but I will go for details in a later episode. This will be basically it for today. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye!